Instant gratification, it's the invisible force that shapes our choices every day, often at the expense of our long-term goals. This compelling desire for immediate rewards or pleasures can be likened to a siren's song, luring us away from the path to our true aspirations. It's a complex interplay of our brain's reward system where the release of dopamine, the pleasure chemical, takes the lead role. When we give in to instant gratification, we often overlook the long-term consequences, trading lasting satisfaction for a fleeting moment of pleasure. It can manifest in various forms, from stress eating to impulsive online shopping and even procrastination. The impact on our lives can be profound, affecting our health, finances, and personal growth. However, this is far from a hopeless situation. With understanding and self-awareness, we can navigate through the enticing maze of immediate pleasures. But worry not, for every challenge, there is a solution. Let's explore how to overcome this powerful force. Step 1 to overcoming instant gratification is recognizing your triggers. These are the situations or emotions that prompt you to seek immediate rewards. Common triggers include stress, boredom, and social pressure. Maybe you reach for a sweet treat when you're stressed, or perhaps you mindlessly scroll through social media when you're bored. Social pressure can also play a part, pushing you towards instant pleasure to fit in or keep up. Identifying these triggers is the first step towards regaining control over your choices. Once you know your triggers, the next step is to practice delaying gratification. This isn't about denying yourself pleasure, but about learning to wait. It's about embracing the thrill of anticipation, giving yourself the time to make thoughtful decisions rather than succumbing to the spur-of-the-moment impulses. You might be wondering, how do I start? Well, start small. When you feel the urge to indulge in a short-term pleasure, pause for a moment. Try waiting for 5 minutes before you give in. Over time, extend this delay. Make it 10 minutes, then 15, then an hour. The key is gradual progression. As you practice this, you'll notice a sense of empowerment, a newfound control over your impulses. You'll discover that the ability to delay gratification can lead to greater rewards in the long run. Rewards that are much more satisfying and fulfilling. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Start with small delays and gradually increase them over time. With your triggers in check and your patience improving, now it's time to set clear long-term goals. Goals act as your compass, guiding you toward your desired destination. They provide a sense of direction and purpose, helping you stay focused and motivated. But remember, it's not just about setting goals, it's about breaking them down into smaller, manageable steps. Think of your goal as a mountain peak. It might seem overwhelming to reach the top in one go, so break it down into a series of smaller hikes. Each hike represents a small, achievable step toward your ultimate goal. Every time you conquer a small hike, you're one step closer to the peak. This method not only makes the journey more manageable, but also provides a sense of accomplishment along the way, reinforcing your motivation to continue. Remember, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Developing self-control and creating accountability are two powerful tools to resist instant gratification. So how do we go about it? Firstly, let's talk about self-control. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. One way to develop this muscle is through mindfulness techniques. Techniques such as meditation or deep breathing can help you become more aware of your impulses. They allow you to pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with your long-term goals rather than being driven by immediate desires. Now, let's shift gears to accountability. Sharing your goals with a friend or family member can be a game changer. When you know someone else is aware of your objectives, it's like having a personal cheerleader supporting you. It's harder to give in to instant gratification when you have someone rooting for your success and reminding you of your bigger picture. With self-control and accountability, you're well on your way to overcoming the pull of instant gratification. To further strengthen your resolve, seek alternative rewards and reflect on the consequences of yielding to instant gratification. Instead of surrendering to immediate desires, why not discover healthier ways to reward yourself that are in line with your long-term aspirations? For instance, instead of indulging in a bag of chips, why not treat yourself to a relaxing yoga session, or perhaps a peaceful walk in nature? The key is to find joy in activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul, rather than those that merely offer fleeting pleasure. Now, let's take a moment to ponder the long-term consequences of succumbing to instant gratification. Imagine the impact on your future self. Will indulging today bring you closer to your goals, or will it set you back? reflecting on these potential outcomes can provide powerful motivation to resist immediate temptations. Remember, every choice you make today shapes your future self. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, practice patience. It's essential to understand that achieving meaningful goals isn't an overnight process. It requires time, effort, and a whole lot of patience. Patience is the antidote to the instant gratification bug. It's about learning to wait, to hold back, to delay that immediate pleasure for something far more rewarding in the long run. It's about understanding that the journey towards your goals is as significant, if not more so, than the destination itself. As you practice patience, you start to appreciate the process, embracing every step, every challenge, and every victory along the way. You learn to find joy in the journey, not just in the end result. And as you do, you'll find that the urge for instant gratification starts to fade away. So embrace the journey, enjoy the process, and remember, good things take time. Let's recap the steps to overcoming instant gratification. It begins with recognizing triggers, followed by delaying gratification. Setting clear goals is crucial, as is developing self-control. Creating accountability can provide much-needed support, while practicing gratitude helps shift our focus. Seeking alternative rewards and reflecting on consequences are vital steps. And finally, practicing patience is key. Remember, the power to make conscious long-term decisions lies within you. It's time to take control and shape your future.